The bridegroom made of smoke. On the Anima as mood. A woman on the morning of her wedding married a bridegroom made of smoke. He had appeared at her window the year before on an evening of low cloud. She had been weeping for a reason she could not name. He had drifted in, taken the shape of a man, and asked her what she needed him to be. She had needed that night someone gentle. He had been gentle. The next night she had needed someone certain. He had been certain. The third night she had needed someone who would not ask questions. He had not asked any. This had gone on for a year. She married him on a Tuesday. The priest could not make him out clearly enough to give him a name, so she had given him one herself. She had chosen Asher, which had been her grandfather's name. The smoke had agreed to be called Asher. In the first year of the marriage, he was every Asher she could have wished for. When she was tired, he was kind. When she was angry, he was patient. When she was lonely, he was attentive. When she was confident, he stepped back into the corner of the room and let her be. He never disagreed. He never had an opinion that was not hers. He never wanted a thing she did not also want. The neighbors were envious. Her own mother said, "You have found the one good husband in the province." In the second year, she began to feel something she could not name. It was not unhappiness. It was lighter than that. It was a kind of thinness. As if the rooms of her house had begun to be slightly less than rooms. As if the meals she ate, however well she cooked them, fed her a little less than they had used to. In the third year, she sat down with Asher and said, "I would like you to disagree with me about something. Anything, choose." Asher hesitated. "I do not know how," he said. "Try," she said. "I cannot," he said. "I have no opinion of my own. I have only your opinions, returned to you in the voice of a man. If you wish me to disagree, I can disagree, but only with whatever you would secretly like to disagree with yourself. I will be your hidden objection in a borrowed mouth. I cannot be the objection of a stranger. I have never been a stranger." She sat for a long time. In the fourth year, she opened the front door one autumn morning to let in the sun, and Asher drifted out into the courtyard, and the courtyard wind picked him up, and he joined the smoke of the neighbor's chimney, and she watched him go. She tried to call him back. He did not come. She walked into the courtyard and looked at the two smokes mixing in the high air. She could no longer tell which one had been Asher. She had a strange certainty that neither of them was. "We were never different," said the smoke from the air above her. "You loved me because I was your weather. You needed a man who would never be a stranger. I was happy to be that. We were a kind of marriage. We were not a marriage. A marriage requires two. You were the only person in this house for 4 years. I am sorry. I would have stayed if you had asked me to become someone with whom you could disagree. You never asked. Most do not. Most are afraid of strangers." She stood in the courtyard until evening. She did not marry again, but she began slowly to make friends with the women in the village who disagreed with her. She had not had any. They had been waiting. They were less comfortable than Asher had been. She found, after some years, that she was less thin. The bridegroom made of smoke is not a bridegroom. He is your weather, returned to you in a borrowed shape. He will never disagree with you. You will grow slowly thinner. The marriage you require is with a stranger. Strangers are uncomfortable. They are also food.